And we are now on part 3 of barbering tools, implements, and equipment. So we're now going to talk about the barber chair. This is on page 127 in your textbook. So we have the headrest. It can be removable or built in, but typically for barbering, you should have a removable headrest because it's great for when you're shaving, but when you need to cut the hair, the headrest is going to be in the way. So if you're ever shopping for one, make sure it's a removable headrest. So it enables clients to fully recline when receiving shaving and facial services. They can be hydraulic or motorized bases, and styling chairs. Styling chairs are smaller and they do not have the headrest. So that's just for cutting. Typically, you'll see those more in a salon, but they definitely can be used in the barbershop as well. We're going to talk about types of drapes and capes. So shampoo capes, these are waterproof drapes of vinyl for protecting clients' skin and clothing from water, liquids, and chemical processes. Hair cutting capes are made of nylon or other synthetic materials. We have towels and linens. We have cotton towels, terry cloth towels, barber towels, disposable paper towels, which would be like Sanex strips. We have hot towels or steam towels in the cabinet. We have latherizers, so they can be electric latherizers, push button can latherizer, lather mugs, or lather brushes. We have blow dryers, so these are appliances used in barbering services. We have blow dryers, which are electrical appliances for drying and styling hair in a single operation. That can be a comb, a brush, or a diffuser that attaches onto those. We have the massagers. So those are electric appliances used in facial, scalp, and shoulder massage services. And I want you guys please to read more about these. Page 128 in your Milady Barbering textbook talks about the appliances that are used. And so does all the way through 130. Thermal styling tools. So these are used to create heat used to wave, curl, or press hair into another shape or form. So you can use Marcel irons for this, stoves, hot rollers, flat irons, or heated tools. Not everyone in your barber chair is going to need this done, but it's good to know how to do it. So now we're going to talk about electrotherapy and light therapy machines. So this is a high frequency machine. This is used, it uses electricity to produce high rate of oscillation within glass electrodes that are used in facial and scalp treatments. And then we have galvanic machines. Those use water soluble products, and these actually push it into the skin during a facial. So I'm going to talk a little bit about these. So the electrotherapy and light therapy. So electrotherapy and light therapy machines are important equipment items for performing skincare services in many men's spas and high-end full-service shops. So I've told you guys before that men are liking to pamper themselves more. So this is good for us. That means more money in your pocket. So it's great if you can know how to utilize these services so that you can offer them to your clients. Most manufacturers provide special classes to prepare you to use their equipment in a safe and effective manner. So I highly recommend that. If you do want to offer these services, you really need to take classes on these because these are using electricity, and also you can really burn people's skin if you don't know what you're doing. So for safety, you don't want to get sued. You don't want to hurt anybody. So although some basic applications are covered in this textbook, And in this PowerPoint, it is recommended that you acquire training in the use of specific machines before performing electrotherapy or light therapy services on clients. So high frequency machines, they use electricity to produce a high rate of oscillation within the glass electrodes that are used in facial and scalp treatments. Discovered by Nikola Tesla, high frequency applications warm the skin tissues to stimulate blood flow and allow for better product absorption. And also, guys, chapter 8 gives a lot more information on these. This is just barely touching the surface. Galvanic machines. The galvanic machine is an apparatus with attachments designed to produce the galvanic current. The main function of the machine is to introduce water-soluble products into the skin during a facial. And this one you can refer to chapter 7 for a lot more information on. So then we have comedone extractors. Those are the metallic implement with the screw-on attachment, and sometimes it's not screw-on, sometimes it's just fixed at each end. It's used to press out blackheads. And then there's tweezers. You guys know what tweezers are. So how do you remove hair clippings? My students ask me all the time, are neck dusters illegal? Are they prohibited to use in our state? And the answer is no. They're just looked down on by state board. If state board comes to your barbershop and they see that you have a neck duster, if it's in a closed container, which can be a cabinet with a door, a drawer, or an actual container with a lid, you're allowed to have it, but there can't be any hair in it. There cannot be one hair in it. So as long as you're keeping it clean and covered, you can use them and not be ticketed. What you should do with neck dusters is after every use, you should be spraying them with Marvicide. But here's how the book recommends you do it. You use paper or a cloth towel folded around your hand. Paper neck strips like Sanex may not facilitate a thorough dusting. And there's also vacuum systems. Those are really cool. So you can clean and disinfect the nozzle attachment after each use and empty the container as hair accumulates. So the vacuum systems are like a vacuum. You just vacuum the hair off of people. So we're going to talk about what we learned in this chapter. We identified and discussed tools and implements used in barbering. We identified parts of shears, clippers, and razors, practiced holding combs, shears, clippers, and razors. We practiced honing and stropping techniques. Well, we didn't get to practice it because we're not together, but we talked about it. We learned about hair, barber chairs, equipment, and supplies used in barbering. That's the end of the chapter. Thanks for listening.